How about this? We'll create a YouTube channel. If I even did create content, nobody would watch it. Nobody would notice it. They would just see a stupid, cringy kid here.
That's not good enough!
Email from Steam at that computer over there.
And indeed, I've reached the 5,000 subscriber mark. I just reached the 10,000 subscriber mark. The road to 50,000 subscribers is over. About 66,000 plus. I'm going to WrestleMania and you're not. I'm going to WrestleMania and you're not. Wait,
You better quit that.
hold on. There it is, everybody. Good morning, Dallas. Orlando. Philadelphia. WrestleMania! WrestleMania!
Even on your territory, I own your ass.
See, we don't even look alike. I don't see it. Yay, I win! Having fun? I'm getting sliced here by the elbow, too. I still didn't say a word. As I said before, they don't serve this in Canada. The first ever Optimistic Awards Show. To the 2017 Optimistic Awards Show.
I can't wait till you get back on the computer and start making videos for us, and I really appreciate you for making videos for us.
What do you think, huh?
So yeah, Christian Maracle, I wish the best of luck.
Do what you always say. Think optimistically.
But sadly, this is the final fate at my YouTube channel. I'm not gonna quit. I am dedicated. This is a grand tour of my uncle's house and margaritas.
Tequila margarita for my son-in-law.
We're all having a really fun time here.
You do realize by now that anything you say is pointless.
I'm out and oh god. I'm back. Assuming you can even get the ball even on the starting point.
Shut up.
I heard that.
Well, first of all, thank you, Christian, for letting me be on the vlogs and for coming down here to Virginia to spend time with me.
They're right.
It's a fucking outrage.
Adam, language.
Royal Rumble match is reduced to being within the first hour of the great show.
Pass.
Wait, Brian Zane?
If I were you, I wouldn't sin that.
Nearly 8 hours of a wrestling event, with only 3 hours of it actually involving the wrestling.
If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have a job to find.
Hey Christian, it's your brother Josiah. Just wanted to give you a big congratulations on reaching 100,000 subscribers. Very proud of you. I never thought you would have gotten this far in your YouTube career. You were just doing it just for fun, and then found a fan base. I'm very proud of you.
Christian freaking Maracle, congratulations, sir, on reaching 100,000 subscribers. That is a big major accomplishment for you and your channel, and I cannot express enough how amazing it is to see, you know, fellow brother, Losers Lounge member to another Losers Lounge member to reach that mark. I'm very happy for you, brother, and it's been amazing. I think I've known you for about a year and a half now, and you know, seeing your channel reach 100,000 subscribers is awesome to see. I've been with the Optimistic Empire for a year and a half now, and it's just amazing to see your channel growing, and it's only going to get better from here. And so I also appreciate, very thankful for you to have me in a couple of those sim videos. Can't thank you enough. Of course, the Losers Lounge podcast and stuff. Really thankful for all that. So thank you, Christian, for all that you've done for me, and I appreciate you so much. So once again, congratulations, brother. Congratulations, Christian Maracle, on reaching 100,000 subscribers. And always remember to think optimistically.
Christian, I want to congratulate you on 100,000 subscribers. I knew you'd make it. From the day I knew you'd make it to 100,000 eventually. And you finally made it. So I want to congratulate you, one of my best friends. Congratulations on making it to 100,000 subscribers. How I discovered you? Simply through Twitter. It wasn't that much of a big deal. Simply through Twitter. And I watched your video, so I messaged you, and we started talking, and me and you are best buds now. So, yeah, and you mean a lot to me. I know it may not seem like it, but you do. So, congratulations on 100,000 subscribers.
Now, Christian, congratulations, dude. 100,000 subscribers, man. After 5 years of blood, sweat, and tears, you have finally made it. You have earned this moment, man. It's all yours. I want to say congratulations on reaching that goal. I discovered you because of my buddy, BCN Rollins, and thank God I did, because he has introduced me to not only an amazing YouTuber, but he's introduced me to one of my best friends out there and fellow loser. And I love you, man. Appreciate you. And once again, congratulations, dude. You deserve it. And here's T Sweet.
Hey, it's your boy, Zach Cullen. I just got news that Christian Maracle hit 100k subscribers. That is very big, and I'm really proud of you, Christian. You've worked so hard for everything you've had, and I'm proud I can call you my friend. We've known each other since December of 2016, after your Hunter series kind of flopped, but then you reinvented it, it became better, and eventually you became what you are today. Christian frickin' Maracle, 100k. That's really big, and I'm really proud of you. No matter what we've been through, we've always worked it out. A few weeks ago, for example, we always worked that out. I'm very proud to call you my friend, and congratulations on 100k.
Well. Christian Maracle, you have managed to hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. Now see, we did that collab with WrestleMania. I forget which number. I've been too busy doing other stuff. But you said you could kick my ass. You see, the thing is that I'm waiting for that moment. But until then, congrats on hitting 100,000. And I think, could there be a collab between us sometime soon? I wonder.
Hey everybody, this is Gavin21202. Just, wanting to congratulate Christian Maracle in, achieving 100,000 subscribers. I discovered him, long when I actually started YouTube, back a while ago when I started YouTube, and I got into doing wrestling for my channel. I started, Chris Maracle, I always liked his channel. I always liked his sin videos, so, I kind of got involved with him and that, and it was really cool working with him. And then, like an EBW video we did, it was really cool working with him, and, if I'm being honest with you, man, congratulations. You helped me achieve so much on my channel. Congratulations on 100 subs. Here's to 100 more. Congrats, man.
What's up, everybody? It's Grim, your YouTube Wrestling Figures Heavyweight Champion, and I am here to congratulate Christian Maracle on 100,000 subscribers! You have totally nailed it ×2. Actually, no. You totally nailed it ×100,000. Keep up the good work, Christian Maracle. And if you're not down with that, we got 3 words for you. Eat it, yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, My name is Sock Monkey Mike, and I am here to congratulate my good brother, Christian Maracle, on achieving 100,000 subscribers. Honestly, I saw this coming from a mile away, but it's well long overdue. But I just wanted to give my thanks for Christian being so awesome, so humble. I remember the first time I watched his videos back in 2016, I want to say, with the Extreme Rules 2016 sins. So ever since then I've become a fan, and it's so awesome, so great. And then he's been so awesome to collaborate, especially with the Losers Lounge podcast, with him, Bryce Ryan, Willie, Kelsey, just everybody on that, on the Losers Lounge podcast has been awesome. You know, it's very awesome. I really hope to collaborate with him more in the future. But besides that, Christian, my man, congratulations, you really deserve it. And I hope to see you guys again soon. So, signing off, Sock Monkey Mike. You will see me again. Trust me.
Hey Christian, Brian Zane from Wrestling with Regret here. I just want to congratulate you on reaching 100,000 YouTube subscribers. That is no easy task. Any channel that can accomplish that is certainly worth their weight in salt. I've enjoyed working with you in the past on your Sins videos and you appearing in a couple of my videos over the years. I hope to get the chance to work with you again in the future.
Congratulations, Christian. You earned this 100,000 subscribers. Who would have thought that a simple guy with a little idea would have got this far? You know, it was only 2 years ago when I found you with a little Sins video on the 2016 Royal Rumble. And I never thought you'd get it to this far, but you're here. So, my hat, it goes off to you, my friend. What you mean to me as a YouTuber, that you put a lot of dedication and work into your channel, and practically anything, you can achieve the biggest things, such as this. So, respect to you, my friend. You earned this, Christian.
Adam's Wrestling Show here, and I'm here to speak upon Christian reaching 100,000 subscribers, and how insane it is. I'm pretty sure I became like really talking to Christian around when he had 26k subscribers, around that. And I remember I made a video for his aunt passing away at the time. And he responded to that, and that was pretty cool that he noticed that video. And then of course I did a backyard match with my friend, and I made a video asking if Christian Maracle could send it. And the fact that on that night he told me that he subscribed to my channel was insane. I didn't know how to react to it. It's like, wow, we have this Christian Maracle. He just subscribed to me. Like, that's awesome. I was a small channel at the time. I was just clawing up. It was just like a little over 100 subscribers, and he subscribed to me. That was insane. Couldn't believe when that happened. And then from there, we built our friendship and better ideas. And there's a thing I gotta say about Christian is he was always good on never giving up. There was multiple things that he did with series and all, and they never went according to plan, and he would always somewhat freak out about it and be on edge about making this series, continuing it. But luckily motivation was to him, and he always knew to continue forward with this series, and I'm very happy that I've become friends with him at this point, called brothers. It's great that I've been able to start this Infinity War. And the next one, I've been an Optimistic Member of the Year, which is just insane to me how much Christian values me and his fans in general. He might seem cranky at points, but he puts like so much dedication. I don't think people realize how much work he puts into his videos. It's insane. I'm just so happy that he's finally got 100k. I'm happy. He just deserves this. He deserves the play button. Deserves every single one of his subscribers, and I'm very happy that he's accomplishing this, and I can't wait for him to move forward. Hopefully he's going to hit 1 million one day. I can see him doing it. He's original, creative. He always keeps his head up. He has the best ideas with series, and thank you for what you do, Christian. Congratulations on 100k. And to the next person.
Hey, what's going on, Christian? Just want to congratulate you on 100,000 subscribers. That's a huge accomplishment for YouTube. And you deserve it. You've been working your ass off for many years now, but think about 4 years, maybe more. I don't know. Anyways, you deserve this. So I want to say congrats. You also wanted me to tell you how I first met you. Well, or how I discovered you. I discovered you because, like, you just came up on my YouTube suggestions someday. Well, about 2015 since. I'm like, oh, okay, what is this? So I watched it, and it was very entertaining. And then, you know, I guess the rest is history. And I'm just glad I've been able to ride this journey with you. You've been a brother to me. I've been a brother to you. You've helped me. I've helped you. We've been in times of need. So, yeah, you deserve this. I'm really happy that you got it.
I'm going to take this chance, take advantage of this opportunity to congratulate Chris on reaching his 6-year-old goal, getting 100,000 subscribers. Heck of an accomplishment. How he's done it, I don't know. He's struggled and struggled for years. Been up and down, fought through all kinds of difficulties, but he made it. I'm glad to have had an opportunity to help support him along that way. I got to see a lot of good wrestling, get to know a lot, meet some of his fans, watch him, and been so proud of him as he's met his fans on different occasions. It's wonderful. Fans have been terrific for him. Thank you much. I'm proud of my son.
I'm usually a guy of words, but I'm speechless. I am speechless because, holy crap, I did not think this would ever happen. I'm not kidding. Never thought in a long time that I would actually reach a milestone such as this one of 100,000 subscribers. Holy crap. I don't even know what to say. It's been a wild ride. It's been a wild journey. I've been through almost everything you could think of and more. I went through actually so much to think about that I just want to say, first of all, thank you guys. Thank you to my optimistic army, which would then become my optimistic empire. It's because of you, and it's because of what you guys have done for me that I was able to conquer all the challenges that life had thrown at me. And I know for a fact there's going to be a lot of more challenges that are going to be coming my way as time goes on. But words can't even describe how much I'm happy and how much I'm proud of all of you. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of my family. I'm proud of my friends. I'm proud of my fans. My 100,000 fans. And I know a lot of people have said before that 100,000 is not always a big milestone, but you know what? It's okay. To me, it is. I don't care if people think, oh, other YouTubers got better milestones. That's great that they got great milestones that are probably bigger than this, and that's okay. But you know what? This is my channel, and I hit 100,000 subscribers. It's a milestone from my point of view, and if I say it is, then it is. So thank you guys very much for that. There's so much we're going to be talking about, and there's so much stuff that's going to be happening in this video, because as you can see, this is an extremely long celebration video. The longest celebration I've ever done for something. I mean, I've had podcasts, Losers Lounge podcasts, that have gone longer than this, but we're not here to talk about wrestling. We're here to talk about my journey. We're here to talk about the fact that the Optimistic Empire is at 100,000 subscribers. It's just no words can describe how awesome this feels, how awesome I feel right now, and how great I'm pretty sure all of you watching this feel. This is being premiered, obviously, so there's a live chat. This isn't live streamed, it's just pre-recorded, but the live me, the future me, is talking with you guys in the chat right now as you watch this epic celebration. And I've gone through a lot of things, whether it being like having so many different hats. I don't know if a lot of you guys remember this one, to those who have been subscribed since 2016, but this is the first hat that I ever get revealed on my channel. This was 2.5 years ago. Let me take you back for a moment. 2.5 years ago, I went through this little thing where I was like in the shadows, having a hood over my face, talking in darkness, something like that. But then one day I finally lifted the hood, unveiled the light, and revealed this hat, which just says, the best. This hat was given to me by my old high school on the very same day that I graduated. And they said, they made this hat. They bought a green hat. They put the words "the best" on it. As you can see, the ink is like fading away and classifying itself as obsolete. Sorry about that. So as you can see, like part of it is fading away, but it says "the best," and that's what my schoolmates, my students, my staff, that's what they all thought of me. They thought of me as the best because I had a mind like no other. Not only was I extremely creative, but they just appreciated me for just being me and helping others out, even when everything seemed tough on my end. Dealing with 15 plus years of being bullied. It's not exactly something that is easy to go through. I've been bullied for over 15 years. Anybody who's a victim of bullying, I'm pretty sure you guys understand how extremely difficult it can be. But just don't ever give up on yourself. You can make it. And one day you can achieve great things if you believe in yourself and your creativity. And that's exactly what I did, and that's exactly why I am here right now, standing in front of a camera, but I'm talking to an optimistic empire. I'm talking to a fan base of 100,000 plus people. So thank you very much for that. There's a lot of things that are going to happen in this video. There's a lot of cool stuff I have planned out. But let's talk about the hats for a moment. As you know, this hat, the best, was the very first hat I have ever unveiled. I've gone through a number of hats. Whether it be on the time in August when I had my jaw surgery. I had jaw surgery in August of 2016. When I came back, that's where I removed this hat and I unveiled this one. The one that everybody knows about by now, the one that says "Think Optimistically," and it has on the very back at Maracle Man, my Twitter. It's been my Twitter for years. It'll forever be my Twitter account name. This is the hat everybody knows the most. I've taken this hat with me on so many different journeys, whether it being going to Orlando, Florida, Dallas, Texas. I don't think I brought it to Philadelphia because I was going through the Exiled series, and at the start of the Exiled series, I got rid of it. But I made a few replicas of these hats. There's only 5, I think, in existence, or 6. I don't know if it's 5 or 6, but I'm about to find out. This one has existed. A second one was given to my friend, my good brother, Freddie, or FGC, formerly from FGC Wrestling. The third one was given to another good friend of mine, Adam's Wrestling Show. Fourth one was given to my brother, Josh Nobles, Long Neck Josh, in Virginia. Fifth one, my brother, Hunter, who lives close by. He's got a YouTube channel, Caswin. And the sixth, there was 6 actually in existence. The sixth one belongs to my friend Connor, or everybody knows him as BCN Rollins, member of the Losers Lounge. So there are 6 of these in existence. some of them look the same. Like the one I gave to Adam is pretty much just a replica of this. The one I gave to Freddy is like a leather version of this. The one I gave to Josh has like a black tap. It's like black and turquoise right here. The one I gave to Hunter was also black but purple right here. The one I gave to who the hell? Oh, yeah, Connor was entirely red. So I just want to say, like, in my opinion, they really earned it, and everybody honestly earned it. As soon as I can find a way to get more of these created in different colors and different sizes and everything, I will finally one day sell these things, because I know people have been asking me for the last 2 years, well, how can I get one of these? I want one. Don't worry, guys, you will. So anyway, continuing on with the subject of the hats, aside from this one, I unveiled another one in 2016 in October. This one, of course, most famous one. This one, I unveiled in October for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I've been wearing it every October since, both 2016, last year, and this year. So if you look back on my channel, you'll be seeing me wearing this hat, Conquer Cancer. I even have a pink Conquer Cancer shirt. I don't have it with me right now, but as you notice, I'm also wearing other merch. Sin, 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 parody of Yes, Yes, Yes. Because I'm the Sins guy, the wrestling Sins guy. I unveil this because I show support to those who are battling breast cancer, especially a good example of that is my cousin Melissa. I have a cousin named Melissa. She was previously shown earlier this year when I was in Rochester, but there was a time in her life where she battled breast cancer, and she's a survivor. She survived the battle, and she never gave up. She never quit, and for that, like, I love her, and I'm very proud of her for not giving up. As you can hear, it's really windy out. Really windy out. So that's just 3 hats, but I want to let you guys know, as you know, I've unveiled 3 hats, but I want to let you guys know, there's a 4th hat now. I have created another hat specifically for this purpose. It's going to be the only one of its kind. There won't be any other in existence. I teased it a little bit on my Instagram, which, by the way, link in the description. Follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook page. But I'm ready. I'm just going to ask you guys, are you guys ready to see the new hat? For me to unveil the brand new hat. The chat is this way, actually, I think. I'm supposed to be looking at the chat from this way. It depends on what you're looking at. If it's on a phone, it's down here. If it's on a computer, it's right over here. But yeah, you guys are obviously ready to see the chat. I can't even read the chat on here. This is not even live. It's just being premiered. Folks, you've seen the best. You've seen Think Optimistically. You've seen Conquer Cancer. Ladies and gentlemen, a brand new hat to celebrate this big occasion. Oh, look, I'm Nikki Bella. Just kidding. Fuck that. Christian Maracle, 100K subscribers. I hope you guys like this new hat. It's really awesome, huh? I love it very much. Christian Maracle, 100K subscribers. Perfect hat to wear on the celebratory occasion like this one. I hope you guys like it. I can't wait to be reading. I know for a fact right now I'm reading in the chat. My future self is reading in the chat how great this looks. 100K. I know you can probably hardly read when it's so far away because the letters are small, but that's okay because I had to fit them in. And I like it very much. Message is great. My name, Christian Maracle. My accomplishment, 100K subscribers. And it's all because of you that all this is possible. You know, I could go on and on and on and on and on about that, but honestly, I don't want to drag too much time just thanking the fans. I've done that for the last 12 minutes. By the way, I hope you guys enjoyed the montage, the video montage I had at the very start. that was like, it took me 9 hours, not kidding, 9 hours to make that montage because I had to choose through over 5 years worth of content. I had to look through over 5 years worth of content and figure what would be the best ones to put. And I was originally going to put it in chronological order, but I kind of have done that in the past. So I decided this time I'd mix it all up. As you noticed, there were so many similarities in it. There were so many things I'd done in the previous years. I've been through on so many journeys, so many different things, and so many tough roads. Whether it was tough roads, good roads, bad roads, you name it, I've been through it all. And yet I'm still standing here as your optimistic empire. Damn it! That's a sin. That's a sin to myself. That's a sin to myself. Wow. Anyways, I'm proud to be your optimistic emperor. I'm still happy that I'm standing here in front of you guys. I never thought I actually would be standing in front of you guys with over 100,000 subscribers. It's just unbelievable. It's completely unbelievable. So, I want to take this moment and I want to reminisce about things. I want to reminisce about the memories. And I'm going to ask this question right now, and my future self is going to read it in the chat. I want to ask, what was your favorite moment that I've ever done on my channel from the start up to how much you know, at least? At least, you know, considering some of you may be new subscribers, some of you may have been here for years. Maybe one of you in this chat is the lucky 100,000th fan, who knows? But I want to say, you guys, what was your favorite moment that I've ever done? I'll read it in the chat. But I want to take a moment and reminisce about memories. Like, I want to go back when I first started this. When I first started the idea for a YouTube channel, I was in a band. I was in a metal band called Behold the Shadows with my brother Joe and my friends Dave and Jake. We were going around. We enjoyed like playing metal music. We still do. As a matter of fact, we still want to get back together. It's been a little bit tough because of our busy schedules. Man, I'm tired. I don't know why I'm tired. I'm supposed to be fucking happy. I am happy. I'm tired too. I want to say that like we've been performing. We've been a band for years, since 2011. But it was in 2012 that we were trying to figure out how to get more exposure with our music, and so I came up with the idea: oh, how about we make a YouTube channel? People do that these days. And so we decided, okay, we'll create a YouTube channel. So we created the channel. This channel was created in September of 2012. Nothing came from it, though. Because, like, fast forward to January in 2013, I get a call from my band, and they tell me, we don't really know if we're going to do the YouTube thing. I ask, what am I going to do about the channel, then? And the response, how about you, I don't know, you can do whatever you want with it. We don't care. It's up to you. It's your channel now. And I literally said, even though you guys have seen this in the previous series I've done in 2017 called the My Journey series, I did say, this is actually legit. If I ever made content, nobody would watch it. They would just see some sort of cringy kid. I said, nobody would watch my channel if I ever posted content. Holy crap, was I a moron? Look where I am right now. I've got 100,000 subscribers. We're here on a celebratory occasion. I guess I underestimated my power. Shouldn't have tried it. Slice my legs off. Alright, and so, for the longest time, I went on without doing content. And then one day, as you guys know, I'm a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, Duel Monsters. A children's card game, as the abridged series called it. I used to be a collector. I used to duel. I don't do it anymore, but I used to. I love the sound effects of Yu-Gi-Oh!, especially the life points. You know, when they go down. Like, I like the original franchise. I will say that right now. I'm a fan of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchises. You know, with the Pharaoh, Atem, Yugi Moto, Seto Kaiba, and those guys. I'm not really a fan of the GX, Zexal, or D5Ds. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. I'm not really a fan of that stuff. Because honestly, now it just makes the game all the more confusing. I'm like, what the fuck? The original is always the best. And so, I decided nobody ever posted the sound effect for the life points when they go down, so I decided, okay, you know what, I have an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Right here, I can just take the audio of it, and I can post it, and it became a 4-second video. So I posted that on August 30th, 2013. That became my first ever video. It was just a Yu-Gi-Oh! Life point sound effect, and it was only 4 seconds long. And to this very day, I'm not kidding, to this very day, that video is still the shortest video I've ever posted on my channel. I've never posted a video that was only 3 seconds long. I'm not kidding. Anyways, time went on. I posted a soundtrack to Insidious Chapter 2 because I was a huge fan of the Insidious franchise. I still am, actually. It's a matter of fact I'm looking forward to whenever they create a 5th movie. Some people are sick of it. I'm not. I love it. So I posted the entire soundtrack to the movie of Insidious Chapter 2. That gained quite some views. That went very well. I was also filming a horror film of my own in my high school. And that went very well. That was fun to do. I was still surprised that I got permission from my school staff, my principals, to film a scary movie on their school grounds. So I did it. And that went very well. As a matter of fact, you can actually see that horror film and the sequel, Disturbance and Disturbance Part 2. They're both on the channel right now. So yeah, I got 2 full-length movies on this channel, in case you guys didn't know. But moving forward, I want to also say that something else I did was I looked up Paranormal Activity, because I want to look at some things on Paranormal Activity on that movie franchise, because that's another horror film franchise I love. At the time, I was a die-hard horror film fan, and to this day, I still am, kind of. So I looked up Paranormal Activity, saw a few clips, but then I just came across this video. It was called Everything Wrong with Paranormal Activity, in like, how long? 7 minutes? 8 minutes or less? I don't know, something like that, by this YouTuber called CinemaSins. So I was like, hell, okay, I'll click on it, I'll watch it. So I watched it, I thought it was funny, I thought it was cool, and I was like, nice, who is this guy? Oh, he did one on Insidious as well? Everything wrong with an Insidious. Everything wrong with Saw? Nice. Everything wrong with Harry Potter? Jurassic Park? Pirates of the Caribbean? This guy's doing everything wrong with videos on almost all movies here. What do they call this thing? So is it a critique video? No, it's not a critique video, because they're putting a lot of hilarious jokes in it. Some of it is cringe, yeah, but what's going on here? So I kept going. I kept watching it. Kept watching their videos over again and again and again. I was soon enough I was binge watching CinemaSins. And I'm like, okay, they're called Sins videos. It's the Sins concept. That's what they're doing. All right, I like it. I like this very much. I'm gonna subscribe to them. And so I did. I've been a huge fan, as you know, of Star Wars. I'm a die-hard Star Wars fan. And then I decided, okay, maybe I should see if CinemaSins did one on Star Wars. So I looked up Everything Wrong with Star Wars, and I found nothing. Nothing. I became too much of a die-hard fan of CinemaSins, and as you know, I'm a die-hard fan of Star Wars, and I was begging them, hoping that one day they would release a Sins video to Star Wars, and for the longest time they didn't do it, and I was like, oh god, I'm getting impatient. I'm getting impatient here. So I went ahead, I decided, okay, you know what? If they're gonna until they do it, I'm gonna make my own. Alright, I'm gonna make a tribute to CinemaSins. I'm gonna see if I can do the Sins concept. So, my first ever episode, I decided, okay, I'm gonna write up everything wrong with Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Alright, how do I do this? I guess I comb through the movie a little bit. I guess I rewatch it a few times. See if I can find mistakes or say something funny about it. And so I did it. It was only 10 minutes long. I released it on my channel on February 3rd, 2014. And it was shit. I'm not kidding. You can go ahead. You can go back and watch the early episodes of CinemaSins 2 Expansion. And you would know they're shit, because this guy doesn't even know what he's doing. And at the time, I was just a rookie. I was just a rookie at Sins, and I had no idea what I was doing. But as time went on, I started to get a little better. I went from doing this one tribute to CinemaSins, saying, go ahead and subscribe to CinemaSins, I'm a huge fan of them, and this is what they do. I'm just doing an example of what they do, and I did it on Star Wars. And then all of a sudden, I got some views on it, and people were saying, hey, could you do the rest of the prequel trilogy? And I was like, well, I wasn't going to do it, because I was just going to do like a tribute to CinemaSins, and that's it. But then they asked again, can you do Star Wars Episode 2, The Attack of the Clones, and do Revenge of the Sith, and then do the original trilogy? And so I decided, okay, I'll do it. Alright, I'll do Episode 2, see what that was like. Later that same month, I created Episode 2, which is coincidentally the second episode of my franchise. So I did it on Attack of the Clones, people started liking it, I started getting more views on it, started getting subscribers all of a sudden, and people were like, when CinemaSins is not doing a movie, we're gonna go to you, man. We're gonna go to you. And so I was, at the same time, I was just not interested in doing this a lot, because I decided to do the Star Wars films because I was a huge fan of Star Wars. But then I got a little carried away because I was like, this is great. There's a lot of other movies that CinemaSins hasn't done that they should have been doing. And so I did one like, Evil Dead, Annabelle. What the hell else did I do? Oh my god, there's so much stuff from back in the early days. I haven't remembered a lot of them because a majority of them sucked. So, oh man. I believe I did a couple Sin videos on The Other Guys, which is a funny movie with Will Ferrell, and Step Brothers, which is one of my favorite comedy films ever. I think I was going to do something that I called the Will Ferrell Six-Pack Sins Collection. That obviously has been discontinued, obviously. There's only 3 of them. The Other Guys, Step Brothers, and Elf. Elf is still one of my best. Still one of my favorite Christmas movies, by the way. Although I like Home Alone a lot better. Moving forward. Of course, as expected, people are like, oh, now you're just ripping off CinemaSins. And at that point, I was like, you know what, maybe I am. Maybe I am. So maybe I should just stop doing this. So I stopped. I stopped for a while. I stopped doing it. I just continued going on through my usual life as a high school student, trying to get through my education, trying to figure out what I want to do in the future in life. And then I went on. I came back home one day, I got more comments saying, hey, you should do more Sins videos. And I kept saying, no. There's a lot of people saying I'm ripping them off, and I don't want to feel like a rip-off to CinemaSins here. And then all of a sudden, the guy comments saying, no, you're way better than them. You're actually conveying emotion here. And I'm like, how the hell am I doing that? I sound like a freaking robot. And so I continued on. I said, all right, fine. In August of 2014, I believe that's when the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge was a thing. As a way to, show your support to those who are suffering from ALS. Everybody was doing it, from friends of mine to celebrities to so many other people. You can just name any celebrity, they probably did it as well. So I decided, all right, I'll do mine. So I went to my local variety store, bought a couple of bags of ice, poured them into like a bucket or something, poured it all over my head, made it into a video, and it actually was really funny. I still like looking back on it because I'm like, you guys saw it briefly in the montage video earlier too. The ALS Ice Bucket Challenge was quite a thing back in the day. I'm really glad they did that because it was actually fun. I loved doing it. Although at the same time, I had a large chunk of ice just hit me right in the top of the head. And I was like, I forgot to break some of the ice pieces so that when they fall on me, they wouldn't hurt me. And this one chunk that was really sharp, it just hit me right in the top of the head. And you can actually see it briefly once I splash it over myself if you want to look back on that video after you're done with this. But I continued to do the Sins videos. I did stuff on 2.5 Men in 2015. I decided, okay, I love 2.5 Men. Big fan of that TV show. And CinemaSins only does movies. So what if I did something different? What if I did a Sins video on a TV show? Episode by episode. Never has been done before. I'm not kidding. Ladies and gentlemen, before I decided to do it, there was nobody who ever decided to do TV Sins. Ladies and gentlemen, however, this day, on this present day, there actually is a channel that is created by CinemaSins. It's called TV Sins. I'm subscribed to that too. You can go ahead and subscribe to that now if you like. There's like so many things I've done first. But I'm not saying I should get credit because I'm like, fuck that. I'm not in it for it to get credit. I just came up with a couple of ideas. I did it, so that's okay. It's fine with me. And also in February 2015, as you guys know, I'm a huge WWE fan. Duh. That's what I'm freaking known for these days. So, in 2015, I decided nobody's ever created a WWE Sins video on a wrestling pay-per-view event. And the 2015 Royal Rumble was kind of controversial in some people's perspective, so I went ahead and I said, okay, I'm going to test out the waters here. I'm going to create a Sins video on a WWE event. Because I thought to myself, people have been, anytime I do movies, people will just criticize me and call me a ripoff of CinemaSins. So I thought to myself, if I did something different, same concept, however, it's on something entirely different, I decided, okay, I'll do that then. I'll try some wrestling. So I did it, created everything wrong with WWE Royal Rumble 2015, released that in February 2015, close to 4 years ago, wow. So that took off. It was like, got the average views that any of my other Sin videos at the time had, which was like a couple hundred. Luckily, maybe a few thousand. But that was pretty much it. I was like, okay, no thanks. I'm not going to do this anymore. I decided to do 2.5 Men Sins. I knew for a fact that probably wouldn't get as popular, but it would at least give me some content to post on the channel under the Sins concept. At the time, I wasn't labeling this as episodes because I didn't think about it. But it was before I released the 2.5 Men Sins that I decided, I've been doing a lot of these things now. People have been wanting more and they've been getting more, so I thought to myself, okay, you know what? Maybe I should call this something. I've done a couple movies, but then I did a wrestling event, and now I'm doing a TV show Sins. It's kind of expanding. So that's when I decided to label it CinemaSins 2 Expansion. The reason I have the subtitle Expansion is because I'm not just doing movies. I'm also doing wrestling events, and I did TV shows, and I went later to do YouTube series. CinemaSins 2 Expansion, yeah, people still called me a ripoff. I kind of saw that coming, but I didn't let it faze me. Looking back on the movie Sins I've done, a majority of them CinemaSins still has not done to this day. Like, Aladdin. I sinned Aladdin once. I sinned Free Willy. I love Free Willy. I fucking love that movie. I love the Free Willy trilogy, actually. I already said Aladdin, I said Free Willy. I also sinned Evil Dead, which is like, the remake of the Evil Dead movie that was created in when is it, the 70s? Or the 80s? I don't know. What else has CinemaSins not done that I've done? Okay, actually, wait, never mind. Yeah, they done the first Narnia film. I also did the sequel Narnia film, Prince Caspian, which, by the way, was the first time I did 3 parts on a Sins video. Now, why have videos sometimes been split into 2 parts, you ask? Because I don't want things to last too long. Because if it lasts too long, people are not going to be interested. This video is extremely long, but who the fuck cares? The reason this video is extremely long is because it's a celebration of me hitting 100,000 subscribers. So that's the reason why it's so long right now. It's why I've been standing here for 30 minutes now talking. What else has been going on? What else have I done that CinemaSins has not done? Bambi. I said one of my favorite childhood films of all time, Bambi. At the start of 2015. I fucking love Bambi. CinemaSins has yet to do that one too. It's crazy. And even though I don't do movie Sins that much anymore, with the exception of WWE Studio Sins, so I can at least stick to the WWE formula, people have been asking me to sin Avengers Infinity War because CinemaSins has been refusing to do it. And I'm just going to say right now, guys, I'm not sinning Avengers Infinity War because I'm not sinning any of the other Avengers films, and because that's CinemaSins' job, not mine. I'm going to let him take care of that because when it comes to movies, he's good. He's the best. But when it comes to doing wrestling, I'm the best. So we're all good in our own way. We have our own stuff. But I just want to say right now, I owe everything to CinemaSins. I owe almost everything I got on YouTube to CinemaSins because if it hadn't been for my love for wrestling, if it hadn't been for my love of movies and TV shows, if it hadn't been for my band deciding we should one day create a YouTube channel to try and get exposure, which never turned out well, if it hadn't been for me deciding to create WWE Sins, I wouldn't be here right now. And if it wasn't for all of you, I wouldn't be here right now. But I am. And I'm proud of every single one of you. So moving forward, I continued to do stuff, and I thought to myself, I wanted to try things a little bit more. I wanted to try and up the ante a little bit. Now, why am I trying to up the ante about this? Is because I like to be a motivational speaker. Because I have a lot of experience in dealing with severe depression. Been diagnosed with severe depression for years. And I still got it right now as we speak. Sometimes it still hits me, sometimes it makes things extremely difficult. But my battles through depression has really inspired a lot of my fans, a lot of my friends, a lot of my family, and so many other people who aspired to be YouTubers. Not kidding, there's so many of them. There's so many people who have aspired to be YouTubers because of me. And there's other people who I've met because of my YouTube channel. Because of what I got, I would not have met a lot of good friends I have, whether it be in members of the Losers Lounge podcast, whether it be an FGC, whether it be an Adams Wrestling Show, Zach Cologne, Liam, Josh. There's so many people. The list goes on. Speaking of lists, I'm going to be doing a shout-out list as well during this segment, but that's going to be later. In the meantime, what I also want to talk about is what I decided to do. I decided to create this series called Depression Updates, and that I know for a fact is not the most popular thing I've ever done on the channel, because people are like, a guy sitting down talking about his depression sounds kind of whiny. He sounds kind of whiny. I ain't gonna listen to this guy. I ain't gonna watch his videos. I'm just gonna hit a dislike. Because I don't respect him if he suffers from depression. I don't fucking care. I just want the Sins videos. I get that all the time. I'm just gonna say this right now, despite the fact that I've learned to deal with those type of comments, I just want to let you guys know, those who have ever said that to me, you annoy the living hell out of me. Moving forward, I went through with creating the depression update videos. I did a number of those. Some of them I cried in, because some of them I was in a bad state. But I want to let you guys know, I ain't fucking ashamed to cry in front of the entire world. Because you know what? People cry. That's how that's how life works. People cry. People have emotions. And it's okay to let those emotions out, because while other people have different ways of dealing with their emotions, I'm not afraid to let mine out. I can say that for you guys right now. I'm not afraid to let my emotions out. So, I continued the depression updates for a while. I didn't do them all the time because I didn't want to think my fans are just going to be seeing those all the time. But I also continued on for other things. In 2016, I was in Niagara Falls celebrating the New Year. I was about to celebrate the New Year. And I decided I wanted to create... I saw this comment on a YouTube video. I forget exactly which one it was. But one of my fans had asked me, I'm a huge fan of the McJuggernuggets channel, and I'm a huge fan of this thing they're doing called the Psycho series. Some people think it's real, but I know it's not. I know it's not real. I was about to say, no, it's not fake. What the fuck? Could you make Sin videos on the Psycho series? And so, I decided, okay, one single comment was enough for me to sin the entire Psycho series, and I'll label it the Psycho Sins. And the only ones I did was the ones that are labeled Psycho Dad does this, or Psycho Kid does this, or Psycho Brother does this, etc. Those are the only types of Psycho Sins I've done, because I figured those are the ones everybody would watch. And plus, if I was going to go through the entire Psycho Sins, and that includes all the vlogs and all, I'd have to be going through over 600 videos on that. And that'd be a little too much for me to handle. And at the time I wanted to, and then one day I realized, I was like, holy crap, I'm almost at 5,000 subscribers? I'm almost at 5,000 subscribers. What the hell? I was only like 4,000 a couple of weeks ago. People were suddenly subscribing to me very much. What's going on here? So I looked at my channel and I realized the video had blown up in views, got a huge spike into it, and that was the sins I did all the way back in February 2015 of the 2015 Royal Rumble. Because Royal Rumble season was coming up. And the moment people saw that, I was like, wow, that's a lot of views. It's got 200,000 views like that. So I created more. I decided, okay, I'm going to do another WWE Sins around this time. I waited till after the Royal Rumble 2016 was done, and I did a WWE Sins on that. And around that time, I hit 5,000 subscribers. And the moment I decided to post the Sins to Royal Rumble 2016, that is what kicked everything off. Kicked everything off to the point where we are here right now. Because I went from 5,000 subscribers to 10,000 subscribers in less than 3 weeks. In the early starts of 2016, I guarantee, I want to say right now, 2016 was the best year on my YouTube channel. And I'm about to go through why. As you know, I did the Sins to Royal Rumble 2016. That blew up. It got 100,000 views in 48 hours. My videos today, they don't do that anymore because YouTube, I don't know what's going on. They just don't let people see the notifications. Or just some people are just not that interested anymore. Things change, but we're going to talk about that later. I went through a lot of crazy stuff. I decided to make more WWE Sins. I knew already I was going to WrestleMania in Dallas, Texas that year. And I wanted to vlog my experience in WrestleMania because I wanted to remember it. I mean, I didn't vlog a lot of WrestleMania because I wanted to just experience it for myself because it was my very first WrestleMania. I introduced Mama Maracle that very same vacation to Dallas, Texas. And my fans just loved her. That was the cool thing. My fans just loved my mom. So I did more Sins videos. I knew I was graduating high school that very same year, so I was like, this is actually really cool. At least I know I'm doing something while I search for what I'm going to do with my future. I gained so many fans, and unfortunately in April of 2016, my favorite aunt, Ayana, passed away from cancer. And I was extremely devastated. At the moment I saw so many condolence videos from my fans, that just made me feel a lot better because I was like, wow, people from around the world, I heard different accents wishing me well, hoping I get back stronger and praying for my family. The moment I saw all those people who cared so much, that's when I don't know, it just made me feel like I was cared for. And as I was watching through some of those videos, I watched a couple of videos from fans who would later go on to become best friends of mine and later brothers. And that's Adam's Wrestling Show and Long Neck Josh. Thank you guys very much. I know for a fact a lot of people are watching this. Actually, there might not be a lot of people because the majority of you fans just want to see the Sins videos. But for those who are watching this, thank you. Thank you for that. So continuing the story on, when the summer arrived, I knew I was going to be doing a lot of other crazy stuff. I wanted to make the summer an explosive one for my fans. I hit 50,000 subscribers in July of 2016. And it was in July of 2016 that I announced my road to 100,000 begins. So it took 2.5 years to reach from 50,000 to 100,000 because things slowed down and a very bad situation happened in 2017. But I will say, in the summer I was getting jaw surgery because some of my gums were exposed. The wisdom teeth were slicing into my gums and exposing them and causing them to get infected. And the exposed gums was not really good, so I had to get jaw surgery to remove the wisdom teeth, repair the gums, and I came back. I saw like people excited to welcome me back, and it was great again. So it allowed me to continue doing stuff. I went to Survivor Series in 2016 in Toronto, and Toronto culminated. Not Toronto, sorry. 2016 culminated with the Contraband series, which sadly did not work as well as I thought it was going to be. I thought since I was on a roll, people would like anything I do, so I wanted to create this character based off of real life depression and real life anger, because sometimes those who have anger issues, it feels like as if they're being controlled by another spirit. That's why I wanted to create a series based on that. And sadly, people just took it to a negative reception. Nobody cared, and that infuriated me and caused me to go off. But thankfully, in 2017, I reinvented myself. I reinvented the Contraband character, gave it a mask and a hood, and gave it a darkened voice, and people suddenly liked it then. And over the years, and also in 2017, you guys got to see me get tattooed. You got to see this get tattooed, and this got tattooed later on. And earlier this year, I got this eagle. I love eagles. There's a lot of other messages related to the eagle, which I'm not going to discuss right now, but I will say I got a lot of tattoos, so I'm going to get more in the future as well. But then in February, everybody knows, February 2017 was when my YouTube channel got terminated. This channel got terminated by YouTube because of a glitch in their system. They gave me no reason, no explanation. For the longest time, even going into WrestleMania in Orlando, Florida, I was depressed. I was upset because I worked so hard on things. Because my depression was taking over, I threatened to take my life, and I was overreacting like a bastard. But I pulled through. I kept thinking optimistically, like I tell every one of my fans. And it was the fact that I was able to go through with that, continue, make a new channel, and keep going that made people get more inspired by me, because despite being hit with the largest curveball that YouTube could ever throw at me, I didn't quit, I didn't give up, I kept going, and here I am right now. I got the channel back in May of 2017. After I threatened to sue them. I'm not kidding, I threatened to sue YouTube. Because their rules state that they have to send an email to the person whose channel got terminated with detailed instructions on why the channel got terminated, and I got nothing. And it's the moment I decided I threatened to bring a lawyer into the mix and say, let's see what they'll think about it, that they said, oh, never mind, you didn't violate any terms, here's your channel back. I know for a fact I scared the living fuck out of them. That's why I'm just saying right now, I may be optimistic, but you don't fuck with me. You don't fuck with me. Moving forward, got my channel back, I was happy for that. But because of the channel termination, the big roll that I was on throughout 2016 dropped big time. Because everybody figured I was gone. I lost the majority of my optimistic empire. But more people came back. Some new people came back by just saying, okay, I'm just going to keep going. I'm not going to worry about things and just keep going. So that's what I did. And that's why I'm here right now. 2017 was also the first time I met my brother Josh in person. I had known his family. I've known him and his family on Skype for the last year and a half before I finally met them in person. And a lot of people called me out for that, saying, people don't just allow some random stranger into their house. I'm like, exactly. They don't allow a random stranger into their house. But by that time, I was not a random stranger to them anymore. So I came down to visit Josh and his family. I got along with him, his siblings, his parents, his family. They accepted me. And it's because they actually realized how much I'm a great person and how much I'm a caring person to other people. And it's because of that I'm coming back. I'm going back to Virginia next month to celebrate the Christmas holidays with Josh and his family. Yep. And the New Year's. that's what I'm doing. Alright. So I attended more WWE events, and I also wanted to go to the Royal Rumble. I've always wanted to go to the Royal Rumble, and I realized the Rumble in 2018 was coming in Philadelphia. I decided to do it. Josh said that he wanted to go. I said, okay, if you can get the money for it, go ahead. But secretly, I had already done it for him. I got him and his father tickets to the Royal Rumble in Philadelphia as a birthday present and a Christmas present. The Christmas present was the tickets to NXT TakeOver Philadelphia. So that was great. That's what I really like doing. I look back on my vacations to Dallas, Orlando, Philadelphia, and Virginia Beach, and I just love every single minute of it because I love rewatching those videos. I hardly rewatch any other videos, but the ones I do rewatch are the ones where I'm on vacation, because even if a lot of people don't really watch those videos, I post a lot of videos on the Life of Maracle channel because I want to rewatch them myself. It's the reason it's called Life of Maracle is because I want to rewatch things in my life. So that's what that channel's for. So I wanted to take this moment and say to Josh, even though I don't know if he's watching this, but if he does, Josh, thank you very much for being like a great brother to me. And I can't wait to see you this holiday. And the family too. Alright. But I will say right now, I'm pretty much done reminiscing about the memories. Because there's nothing else to tell. I pretty much told it all. I did series. I went to exile. I did WWE sins. I did movie sins. I did TV show sins and psycho sins. And I've done crazy other stuff. And despite that, a channel termination, a number of vacations, drama. But in the end, it's thanks to you guys that I'm here right now, standing as your optimistic emperor proudly with 100,000 members. So thank you guys very much. But now, it's time for me to do something else. I'm actually going to take this downstairs to the Maracle Lounge, because right now you're in my bedroom. I want to take this downstairs to the Maracle Lounge, where I'm going to talk about the next bit of this big celebration, which is a shout-out list of over 60-plus names of people who have been a major factor of my journey. And then after that, I'm going to be doing the greatest Q&A I've ever done, where I'm going to answer 100 questions that was submitted by my fans. So, let's take this down to the Maracle Lounge. Alright, folks, so we are going to be kicking off my shout-out list that I got set up here. I wrote down a list of so many different people who have been a major factor my journey throughout the time I started YouTube, all the way to the point where we are right now at 100,000 subscribers. Now, before we start, is my head really heavy for some reason? I don't get it. Oh, it's my Kylo Ren helmet. That's odd. It's usually over here. Hey, look! It's the Bean Boozled challenge I did with my brother that one time last year. Holy crap, this place is littered with memories. I'm loving it very much. So, alright. I'm going to go through a shout-out list. I'm going to try to get this as much as possible because there's a lot of names who I'm going to be mentioning here. And as you know, all these people have been a major factor throughout my rise. So, kicking things off here, there is Mama Maracle, obviously. She's the first one on my shout-out list because she's the one on my channel that everybody loves. She has been making very few appearances this year because she appeared a lot in 2017. And I decided to give her a rest. But it's good. It's good to see how much she was there for me throughout everything. She's my mom. She raised me since I was a month-old baby. Man, I love this ad, don't you guys? Joe Maracle, my brother, who you saw as well in the opening video montage. I mentioned the Bean Boozled thing that's back there. My brother was the guy that, ever since, I still don't get why at the SummerSlam 2016 sins, when he was the guest narrator, that people gave him a negative reception. I still don't get it to this very day. But oh well. Jarrett Maracle, he's my uncle, and he appeared a few times. The vlog when I went to NXT TakeOver Toronto 2 years ago, and last year when I went to Monday Night Raw. I was going to have him be part of the video montage, but I mean, not just the video montage, but the video congrats shoutouts. But he was not available to do it, so that's okay. The Rochester family, a family who some of you saw on the Life of Miracle channel earlier this year. My Uncle Leonard, Aunt Shirley, cousins Melissa and Brian, and the kid Nicholas and Bella. And then there's also cousin Eli and Marnie. And the kids, Liam, Ethan, and so many other names who I can't think of right now because it's just all the Rochester family as well. I love going there, hanging out, and I want to go back there more often because I love it over there. My family is just loving all the time. My Vancouver family. When I went to Vancouver earlier this year, that was fun times. I hung out with my sisters, my parents, the dogs. I miss DOG. I miss Rocky. Oh man, they were so great together. Kazwin. Kazwin is a YouTuber who's got 40,000 subscribers, and I'm proud of him. But everybody, those subscribers, they know him as Kazwin, but I know him as my best friend from high school, my brother. I call him my brother, Hunter. We first met over 5 years ago in high school. We just had so many things in common. We just became great friends. It was coincidentally a few days after I posted my very first video on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Light Point sound effect when I met him. So, I first met him when I first started uploading videos. So that's cool to think about. But I've not been closer with anybody ever in my life when it comes to those who are not in my blood family than I am with Hunter. I'm close with so many people, but no one's close. I'm not. Let me say it again. No one's closer to me than Hunter. So Hunter, or Kazwin, congratulations on your channel lifting off. I'm proud of you. I can't wait to hang out with you again soon. Who else is FGC? My friend Freddie from FGC Wrestling. I remember back when, in 2016, when I first met FGC, Freddie was just a cool guy to hang out with. We Skyped a lot, hung out almost every day. Then he asked me to be a commentator for his FGC Wrestling, which is a trampoline wrestling thing, so I was a commentator for that for like a better part of a year. And I had fun doing that very much. Who else was part of it on the shout-out list? Hardcore T and Red Skull were two guys, friends of Freddie, who were wrestlers on FGC Wrestling, and it was fun. Great, epic times. I really miss FGC Wrestling. It's sad that it's defunct now, but great memories. Can't forget about Long Neck Josh, or as I just know him, Josh Nobles, my brother from Virginia Beach. First met him when my aunt passed away in 2016. It was fun to get to know him and his family. And I'm coming back to Virginia next month to spend the holidays with them. They were just... That also reminds me, Sam and Michelle Nobles, which is Josh's parents, who were Karen. They were welcoming to me, and I'm really glad that I got to know them. I got to know Josh's other parts of his family, and it just means the world to me. Who else is there? Christian Marsh. Christian Marsh. When I was in Virginia this past summer, I hung out with Christian Marsh and Josh over at WWE Live, and we also watched Battleground together the very next night. And he was just overall a cool guy to hang out with, and I hope to hang out with him again if, like, I don't know if I will when I come down to Virginia, like, later, like, this next month, but if I do, that's great. But I hope that one day we get to hang out again. That was just great fun times. So next one, Adam's Wrestling Show, another close friend and brother of mine who I've known for a couple of years. Also met him around the same time my aunt passed away. He gave me his condolences, as did Josh. I became close with him too. He's a cool guy to talk with, hang out with, and he's collabed with me a few times, especially on Sinfinity War, on the WrestleMania 34 Sins. I still think to this day he stole the show. What else is there? Zach Cologne. Zach Cologne also appeared on the montage on the video congrats earlier in this video. He is not somebody who's been making appearances on my channel. He may make appearances on this channel in the future, but he's somebody who I've been close with as well. For when it comes to my depression and his depression, and we've been there for each other, just been great friends. And that's just the cool thing about YouTube and everything, and social media. It allows you to connect with others, and that's just what's so cool. Blair McNaughton. Blair McNaughton is my cousin. He had his channel. I don't think he has it anymore. We rarely talk these days. Sorry, that was like some coins. We rarely talk these days, but that's okay. We still keep in touch every now and then. I check up to see how he's doing. He does the same for me. It's kind of funny sometimes. But Blair, I want to say thanks, man, for being awesome all the time, and I can't wait to see you again, man. My Losers Lounge. Heel Balor, Rice to Ryan, Flair Section, and BCN Rollins. Like, I've been doing the Losers Lounge podcast for 20 episodes now, probably 21 or 22. I don't know exactly when this video is being released, when I hit 100K. But those guys were just, even before I made the podcast, we would always just hang out as a group on Skype, and it was funny. We're just a bunch of losers talking about wrestling, so we made that a thing. And that became the successful Losers Lounge podcast right now. So, Heel Balor, Rice to Ryan, Flair Section, BC and Rollins, or should I say, Willie, Ryan, Kelsey, and Connor. Thank you guys very much. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you. Next, Lestat. Lestat, used to be known as Lestat Vlogs. Lestat 825 once. If you don't know who that is, he's from Manitoba. We started to get to know each other a year ago, although he's been a fan of me for a couple of years. He sent a video to me when I had my jaw surgery two years ago. And he was one of my favorites from the videos that I've collected. He was like a big fan. I subscribed to his channel. He doesn't really do much on his channel nowadays because he's really busy with school, with football, with other life, and haven't seen him in a while, but I'm pretty sure one day we'll get to hang out again. And not just, and also Cullen, his name's Cullen. He appeared on my Exiled series near the end, where he was the one who convinced my character that running away was never the answer, and I should just go home. So that's what I did. Not just Lestat here, but Nixie Niction, or I know him as Joel. Nixie Niction is another YouTuber, also kind of inactive, but he's also busy with life. He's a good friend of Cullen, and now he's a good friend of mine. Earlier this year, I was supposed to go to Manitoba. The original Exiled series finale was going to take place in Manitoba, and those two guys were going to be the ones to find my character. Things didn't work out, but I'm sure maybe one day I'll get to hang out with those guys. I feel like I owe them one. Alright, next one. This is another YouTuber. His used to be known as Mega Beast, but he changed his name to Quixotic. Quixotic. He used to be known as Mega Beast. He does reaction videos to hilarious videos like YTPs. We're trying out the laughs, and he also does gaming videos. He's got over 10,000 subscribers. I'm proud of him. He's from Australia. He's a good friend as well. A great supporter. And he was originally going to be in the video congrats, but he was unable to make it, but that's okay. So, Mega Beast or Quixotic, thanks for being a great friend, a great supporter, and I hope you do wonders with your channel as well. Another YouTuber, James Universe. James Universe. He's a channel with about 45,000 subscribers. He does reaction videos. He does live streams occasionally, and he's just like, all in all, just a cool guy to watch and cool guy to hang out with. He's also part of this this series called Dusk. So he's an actor. He does really good with being on TV series and YouTube series, actually. Sorry. And he's all in all just a great guy. Has a great channel, and I hope he does very well on his future. Hope he gets to 50,000 soon, because he's going to be doing a live stream Q&A, and I want to be a part of that. Next one. His name's Liam. This guy named Liam, he runs the Maracle shop, where I actually sell merchandise. Liam, he's like a really cool guy. I first met him when I was part of RGW Wrestling, which was a WWE 2K thing created by Long Neck Josh and his friends. And it was just, Liam was just like a really cool guy to talk to. We had differences in the past, but you know what? Friends always take care of their differences. Who's next here? This is a YouTuber that no longer has his channel anymore, but this is somebody, one of the very first YouTubers who I was like friends with. His name was at the time Hicculo 2016. He used to do really funny, cool videos. Did a few challenges. Did a few like skits, and they were great. He deleted his channel, I believe, over a year ago. I don't know. I think it had something to do with like he just wasn't interested in pursuing YouTube anymore. I heard from like a commenter or something that Hicculo actually has another channel called Evan Sky or something. Evan Ski, I don't know. I've yet to even look that up because like I've been really busy. But if he has another channel, I'm like Hicculo or Evan, his name's Evan. I haven't seen you in years, but thanks for being a cool guy. Thanks for being a great supporter. And I hope things are doing well for you in life. Miss talking with you, man. Next one, Gavin21202. Gavin21202 is a YouTuber and a backyard wrestler. He appeared in the video congrats segment earlier. He's a really cool guy as well, and he was part of the Sinfinity War. I sinned one of his videos as well, like on EBW Wrestling. It was fun. Maybe we'll do more collaborations in the future. Maybe I'll do a commentary or something for one of his matches on EBW if he's ever interested in that. What else we got? This is a channel I've not seen active in a long time. It's called CMS. He was a good supporter as well. There's not much to say about a lot of these upcoming people because all I can tell you is they were great supporters, and I really appreciate them for like giving me great motivation in the future. But CMS is one. Another one is Terry Kentish. Terry Kentish is a guy who won the Optimistic Army Member of the Year award last year. Get the fuck out of here. This is my celebration. Terry Kentish was I don't think he's not active on YouTube anymore, but occasionally we keep in touch. He's one of the very first guys I ever actually got in contact with from outside North America. So Terry, thank you very much for being an awesome guy, all right? And keep it going good. Think optimistically. Riley's Corner, who appeared earlier in the video package as well. Riley, I've hung out with him on Skype a couple of times. I watched his channel. I'm subbed to his channel, and he's not active at much anymore, but he does mainly reaction videos to metal music videos. He played the drums once. He used to do vlogs. All in all, he's a great guy though. So Riley, thanks for the support, man. This next one, you're gonna like. Cinema Sins. I said before, I owe my YouTube career to Cinema Sins. If it wasn't for them, I would never have gotten the idea to do the WWE Sins. So Cinema Sins is awesome, very much, and is the reason all this is possible. Thank you. Brand Sins. Branson's, who I had a little run-in 2016 when he said the WWE very poorly researched, and I corrected him on almost every single one of them. And for the longest time, I thought I was the one who destroyed his channel. Branson's came back in 2017 for a while, and once again, nobody has heard from him. It's just, I don't think Branson's is really going to be a thing anymore. This time it had nothing to do with me, I swear. Oh, man. Alright, Onlap. Onlap is a French alternative rock band who I'm partnered with. I've been playing their music in a lot of my videos from the late 2016 to the present day. I played a few of their songs in the opening video package and the congrats section. Onlap, I want to say thanks for letting me use your music in my content. I'm really happy to promote your music, especially when you get new songs coming up. Man, alright. Next one here. Aaron. Aaron is a friend of mine who appeared on the Lucius Lounge podcast when the lounge predicted Evolution. She is not really often... She never really didn't make a lot of appearances on my channel. But I will say that Aaron is a good friend, fun to hang out with, and who knows, we'll probably do more collabs in the future. Super Troop 296. He's a YouTuber who's active occasionally, doesn't have that much subscribers, but he doesn't give up no matter what the low count is. And that, in my opinion, is inspiring. Dev Sony 2004. Now, probably a lot of these names you probably don't recognize, but Dev Sony 2004 is a guy I've known mainly by Twitter DMs. He lives in Europe as well. Hope you can hear Mama Maracle moving as she's walking around. So, Dev Sony 2004, I've known him mainly because of Twitter DMs. He was a great supporter, and I've supported him over the years, and I want to say once again, thank you very much for that. Superkick City 56. Superkick City 56 is somebody I've recently known via Instagram. I was on Instagram Live, and I let him on, and it was a fun time. Like, he was a cool guy to talk to, and I might do a future live stream with him in the future. But Superkick City 56, thanks for being a good supporter, man. Keep on rocking. Wrestling with Regret. Brian Zane. I've collaborated with him a few times, on multiple occasions, ever since November 2017, a year ago. He was the guest narrator for the Survivor Series sins in 2017, and he reappeared in the Sinfinity War for WrestleMania 34, and I appeared in a music video that he had created, which is a remake of WWF's If You Only Knew, which featured WWF superstars back from the 1980s and 90s. And to see us do that, and the fact that he invited me to be a part of that music video collaboration with not just like him, and it was like so many other great YouTubers in the wrestling community, and I'm proud to be one of them. Grimm's Toy Show, my on and off again rival. Ever since August of 2016, when I acknowledged his stuff, people asked me to have a wrestling match with Grimm. I must say, like, it's been fun feuding with him on and off again. I want to say thanks for the shout out on the 100K video congrats, Grimm. Thank you very much for being a stubborn jackass to me some of the time. Thank you very much for super kicking me in the face at the Royal Rumble earlier this year. Thank you for elbowing me in the face at WrestleMania 33 in Orlando. Now that I think about it, he's actually kicked my ass. Fuck. I need my payback. And one day, somehow, some way, shape, or form, I will get my payback on Grimm. Wrestling match, no wrestling match, who knows how I'm going to do it. But I will. I will. You've not heard the last of Christian freaking Maracle. And you never will until I get my revenge. Next one. Cultaholic. Cultaholic. Great wrestling YouTube community. I really loved collabing with them on the music video, and Adam Pacitti of Cultaholic appeared on my Sinfinity War, and I'm going to try to get the guys from Cultaholic to appear next year's Sinfinity War for SummerSlam. That'd be great. The Great One collabed for the Sinfinity War as well. It was really good to have him be a guest for the Sins, and I can't wait to bring him back for Sinfinity War 2 on the SummerSlam Sins. I'm going to make next year's Infinity War a lot bigger than the first one. A friend Travis, who was known as Mr. Punkamout, and his wife, Drew, who's known online as Rain Section or Sturgill? Yeah, Sturgill, I think that's what people call her. Travis is a cool guy. Great friend, great supporter. I knew him through Josh. And I want to say to him and to Drew, thanks for being great supporters as well, great friends. And once again, they got married back in August, so I wanted to say once again, congrats on the marriage. Handicap Jesus. When you hear the name Handicap Jesus, you think it's funny, but here's the thing. His name is Hunter. He actually is handicapped. That's the thing. But he's a cool guy. I'd known him through RGW Wrestling, and once again through Josh. He was a cool guy to work with when I was being the commentator for RGW Wrestling. It was fun. It was exciting, and I just want to say, man, thanks for being awesome. Manuel Gutierrez. Did I even say that right? Damn, I can never say things right. Gutierrez. Something, I don't know. Sorry. Manuel Gutierrez. I knew him, he's one of my longtime fans. I knew him through Adam's Wrestling Show. Who else is there? JJ Snap, a guy who I known through Zach Cologne. So I went from Adam's Wrestling Show to Zach Cologne once again. JJ Snap, I haven't heard from him in a couple of years, but I was on a call with him a couple of times when I was talking with Zach, and he seemed like a really chill guy. Kamikaze, former GTS superstar, and he's a really good friend of mine. I consider him a really good friend. We were both really good supporters of each other, even outside the YouTube community. So, Kamikaze, thanks for being a good friend, and I hope to do more collabs with you in the future. Seth and Was LaFord. Now, first of all, Seth and Was, they are really close to me. They're family. Seth is the guy who did this tattoo and this tattoo back in early 2017, and his son, Was, was in my horror film Disturbance Part 2. And he also made a couple cameo appearances. He had a YouTube channel called Was Vlogs, but he stopped doing it because I think for a few reasons. He ran out of ideas to do for YouTube, and he was busy with other things going on with his life. So it's okay. I mean, doing YouTube at a young age is not really a priority that a lot of people do, and even if they try, it can be very tough. And even at my age, doing YouTube is very tough. Amanda May T. Amanda is on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, you will notice occasionally that you see me and her quoting Star Wars in roleplay form. And it's just fun to do because we reenact scenes from Star Wars via tweets. It's really funny to do that. For example, if she was playing the role of Kylo Ren, I was playing the role of Han Solo during the scene where Han Solo, spoiler alert, died. I know what I have to do. She said, I know what to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. Will you help me? I responded to that tweet, yes, anything. And we just continued reenacting that scene. And we reenacted so many scenes from almost every Star Wars movie. Still a lot more we haven't done. So, Amanda, if you're watching this, we may need a couple more role plays. And even after Star Wars, we may consider trying other movies like Marvel, Harry Potter, something like that. I don't know. Who knows? Brandon Hodge. Brandon Hodge is a YouTuber with over 80,000 subscribers. He appeared on the Sinfinity War, and he's going to be returning for Sinfinity War 2 next year. That's going to be a really good time. He's a really cool YouTuber, and also a good supporter to me. Sock Monkey Mike, he also appeared in the video congrats earlier. He's just a funny guy, and I like the name Sock Monkey Mike. That's just awesome. It's just awesome how people come up with these cool names. All right, Negative Alex. Negative Alex is a guy who did reaction videos to a lot of my content, whether it be my Sin videos or my YTPs. He doesn't. I don't really think he does them anymore. But he, all in all, is like he's just a really cool guy and a great supporter. And he was also in this Infinity War. A lot of people were in this Infinity War. Used Napkin. All right, that's another cool YouTuber name. Used Napkin also used to react to my videos. I haven't been on his channel for a while, so I haven't seen what he does, but I think he does other reaction videos and other types of stuff. LonelyFan48 also is a guy who done reaction videos to my content. It's just, the thing is, I just really like watching people who react to my stuff, because I'm like, it's just awesome to see like people's reaction to my stuff. And just like this video, even if it's extremely long, I'm watching people reacting to my stuff. Muscleman Malcolm. Muscleman Malcolm is another YouTuber who he was originally going to be in the Infinity War, but he didn't make it in time. He may be back. He may try again for next year. We'll see. Who knows? But Muscleman Malcolm is another YouTuber. He's a cool guy. And I believe he's also like he's a powerlifter. He's really cool. And I want to say like thanks for being awesome and keep being awesome, man. Wyatt Fan, another friend of Muscleman Malcolm's. I believe I first knew him through BCN Rollins, through Connor. Another guy who was supposed to be part of the Infinity War, but didn't make it in time. And, you know, things happen, though. People are just busy. Too busy to show up or do stuff, or people just don't want to do it. Or people are just told a few things. But, next one, X3, or as everybody says, X3! X3, another great YouTuber. He appeared on my Infinity War. He appeared on the Losers Lounge podcast, and I met him when I was at Hell in a Cell in Detroit in 2017. He's cool. He's funny. He's awesome. I'm just saying that, man. He's awesome. X3. So subscribe to his channel too. This is a guy who, I don't know if he does YouTube anymore, but Xeon Touch. Xeon Touch is a guy who was also did really cool content. I'll subscribe to his channel for a while. Then eventually he stopped doing YouTube, but Xeon Touch, all in all, was like another good friend, good supporter. Haven't heard from him in years, obviously, but that's okay. Like, it just goes to show I remember people. Leo the Phenom. He also appeared on the video celebration, like the congrats video. And Leo the Phenom is just a great guy. Great friend. He appeared on the Losers Lounge podcast once or twice. I don't know, but he may appear more, and he may be in this Infinity War next year as well. Alright, former personnel from RGW, because there's just so many to name, like Red Pug, or, God, there's just so many. But for RGW, when I was part of that thing, RGW Wrestling, Republic Gaming Wrestling, that's what it stood for, with Josh and his friends. I just want to say thanks once again, guys, for letting me be a part of that. You guys are awesome. This is a very interesting shadow right here. We're almost done. This is a very interesting shadow. Noah and Bryce. Noah and Bryce are, I know those two, why am I saying those two names, Noah and Bryce? Because those were the first fans who ever met me back at WrestleMania 32 Access in April 2016 in Dallas, Texas. I was like awaiting with all the other fans to go in, and these two boys just come up saying, "Christian Miracle, I'm a huge fan. We're both huge fans. Can I have your picture? Can I have your autograph?" And it was awesome. So Noah and Bryce, I don't know if they're still fans of me. I don't know. I have to look that back or something. Thank you, and congrats for being the first fans to have ever met me. And finally, all the Sinfinity War guest narrators who appeared on the WrestleMania 34 Sins. There were 40 total guest narrators for the WrestleMania 34 Sins. So, That was amazing. That was epic. Thank you to all of them for making all that big crossover possible. And I can't wait to do more epic crossovers in the future. So that was my shout-out list. So many names. This took like 30 minutes. But of course, we're almost done. Well, actually, we're not really done yet because there's still one more thing left to do. And what is that? The ultimate Q&A. Ultimate Q&A because I am answering 100 questions from my optimistic empire. So this is probably going to go on a little longer. For those who are watching this right now, don't worry, I'm not forcing you to sit and watch the whole thing. You can go about your usual business, or you can stick and watch the Q&A, and watch the stuff later. You can watch the stuff later. It's up to you. But I want to say your support means the world to me. So thank you guys so much on 100,000 subscribers. It's a celebration. Of course it's long. Alright, folks, it's time for the greatest Q&A. 100 questions. And I'm going to try to get these as fast as possible, actually, since there's 100 of them, and I want to go through them as fast as I can. Alright, so, without further ado, let's get started. Here we go. Number 1, a user called Matt Fitz. He said, Dream Survivor Series team for a 5-on-5 must have to include 1 Raw, 1 SmackDown, 1 NXT, 1 WWE Hall of Famer, and 1 WWE alumni. Ooh, that should be a good one. Okay, Raw. Braun Strowman. SmackDown. Rusev. I'll just say Rusev for now. NXT. Adam Cole. Baby. Fuck! Oh, come on! Seriously? Come on! Why do I keep doing that? Oh, man, I can never just not say that. What is catchphrases contagious? Okay, 1 WWE Hall of Famer, Kurt Angle, and 1 WWE alumni, CM Punk. There we go. Yeah, I know, I said CM Punk. Number 2, Mungie McNinja. Mungie McNinja, I love that. Do you have an Xbox One or a PS4? I have a PS4. Alright. Number 3, Rafa Castro. Will you consider creating wrestling sin videos after episode 500? I'm really glad you asked that. Originally the plan was 1,000 episodes, but things have been a little stressful and difficult lately, so I decided, okay, I'll have the finale set at 500 episodes. But if I'm interested in continuing, then I will keep going. Extend it to another 100 episodes. Think of it as extending another season or something. Basically, at 1 season at a time from this point forward, once I hit 400 episodes, and I continue going up to 500. But you don't have to worry, I'm not making that decision right now. I'm going to have to wait till we get closer to 500. But we'll see. We'll see. Daryl Ruiz says, who is your favorite Marvel character? My favorite Marvel character is Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire is the GOAT, so suck it, Tom Holland fan. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Tom Holland's a good Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield is a bad Spider-Man. But Tobey Maguire is the GOAT Spider-Man. Alright, number 5. Darren Kenny says, what encouraged you to start a YouTube channel, and would you have any tips for people who want to start a YouTube channel? Alright. I mentioned it in my story. It was originally going to be from a band. We were going to try to use YouTube to give us more exposure with our music so we could get more fans on that. That plan went out the window, and so I just used it for my own amusement for a while, and it became what it is today, a channel of 100,000 subscribers. Any tips for people who want to start a YouTube channel? You got to be consistent with what you want to do. You gotta decide which type of audience you want to attract for this case. Video games, wrestling, diss tracks, or for some reason boxing matches. It's up to you. You just gotta also be dedicated with what you do, and be careful because it can be really rough. It can be, but it can be done. Alright, number 6. Hayden Fuken Hewings said, what was your favorite Sin video to do? I'm going to finally answer that question. My favorite Sin video to do was WrestleMania 34, The Sinfinity War. That was great. Number 7, Shawshank Line. After hitting 100K, will you forget the old subscribers? Why would I forget the old subscribers? It's because of the old subscribers that the new ones come in, because it's the old ones who are telling the new ones, come check this guy out. He's really cool. So I could never forget the old subscribers. I could never forget you guys. Never. Because all of you matter. All of you matter very much to me. Alright. Fiero Alf says, where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? Hashtag Ask Miracle 100K. Where do I see myself in the next 5 to 10 years? I say in 5 years from now, it's going to be 2023. I will be 27 years old, I think. Yeah, I'll be 27 years old. Will I still be doing YouTube? I don't know. Will I be doing gaming? I know for a fact I'll probably be living in my new house. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and find out. Next one. Odd Eyes AMV Maker. What is your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh character? Dumb question, but still. No. It's not a dumb character. Dumb character, what the fuck? I mean, it's not a dumb question. That's another sin on me. Look, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! The original series, alright? As a matter of fact, my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Character is the guy who carries this. The Blue Eyes White Dragon. And the guy who did that in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise was the legendary Seto Kaiba. This guy. He was a jackass, but that's how he is. Seto Kaiba. Okay, now you guys are probably asking, wait a minute. He had the Blue Eyes White Dragon inside his hat the whole time? Yeah, this entire time I've been sitting here, the entire time I was upstairs too, I had this Blue Eyes White Dragon inside my hat the whole damn time. I'm just gonna place it down here. I just mind-fucked everybody. I had a children's trading card inside my hat for the last however long I've been doing this. Oh my god. That was funny. But no, it's not a dumb question. I like Seto Kaiba. Alright, Dito Alrefre says, why you name your channel Christian Miracle? I name my channel Christian Miracle because, for one thing, aside from that being my name, so people will get to know my actual name, I called it Christian Miracle because I wanted to show that I'm not just like, how to say, relegated to only one type of content. It being my channel means the possibilities of what to do are endless. And so that's why my channel's name is my name, Christian Miracle. Because this is my channel, this is my life, and this is what I want to show to you guys. And I appreciate all of you guys for the support. Alex Little says, would you ever consider doing a meet and greet event with your fans? Like, I've done meet and greets with fans before when I attended WWE shows, but an actual meet and greet event where people are actually paying or not paying or just coming to see me, I want to do that one day, but the problem is I don't think I have enough fans to actually think that could happen. Because hardly anybody would show up. So that's why I just take things like one step at a time. Yeah, if you're wondering, my chair creaks a lot. Yep, chair creaks a lot. I'm probably going to get a new one later. Anyways, it's your boy Kalen. Nice one. How's Jarrett, Miracle? Really enjoyed the Raw vlog. Congrats for 100K, Christian. Jarrett, my uncle, he's doing really good. Having a good time. When I told him that SummerSlam was coming to Toronto next year, he got really excited, and I told him he's invited to come with me. And so I'm going to try to make that a big family event when it comes to SummerSlam. Ad11 Evo says, did you ever think you would reach the milestone? No. Hell no, I did not. I did not think it was ever going to happen, but it did, and I love you guys for it very much. 14, paper bag jackets. Paper bag jackets. I love you two because of the funny usernames. Are you thinking to send Raw and SmackDown weekly? No, not exactly full-length episodes. However, I do have a plan that each week I would probably send a segment from the latest edition of Raw or SmackDown. And you guys could actually decide which one you want to see send the following week. So my fans are going to have the power. We could call it people power. Ugh. Why did I say that? Why did I say that? Why the fuck did I say that? 15. Realist1 says, which do you prefer, heels or faces? I've been known to support a lot of heels, but here's the thing. It depends on the charisma of both promo skills and in-ring skills, and if it impresses me, I cheer for them. If it doesn't impress me, I don't cheer for them. But there are some wrestlers who just get on my fucking nerves. It just happens. 60. The Powerhouse says, how do you get an idea of starting a YouTube channel? Well, like I said before, mine was about the music at the time, but others can get inspired in different ways, whether it be they want to show off their creativity, they want to get noticed for what they do. For example, professional wrestlers in indie shows like Sammy Guevara, he's just an example. He actually does vlogs on his channel to get more fans to notice him, and it seems to be working wonders for him. KJ Sims says, if you say think optimistically, why do you see the negative sides of WWE shows? Well, the thing about that is, think optimistically is my phrase on how I see things in life. The negative side of WWE shows, that's all a scripted franchise where I'm playing a character who's supposed to be an asshole. And that's my most popular thing. The everything wrong with wrestling stuff. The Cinema Sins 2 expansion, which has nearly 400 episodes. Oh my god. We're getting closer to 400 episodes. Nixie Nixon says, what's something you look forward for the rest of the time on YouTube? For as long as I'm able to and continue entertaining my fans, pretty much just entertaining my fans and posting my content, coming up with new ideas, and seeing how it works out, because Nixie Nixon, man, you're a really cool brother, by the way. It's just like, I love entertaining the fans and everything. It's really good. I really appreciate everybody for the support. Tensa Zen gets you 0001. I think I had to say that right. If you had to pick one-on-one match that you think is beyond perfect, I said one-on-one to make it easier to choose. Which match would you choose? Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania 25. Enough said. Alvir Beresha says, if you were to do wrestling again, would you ever consider joining GTS with Grim and the roster, or would you ever create your own wrestling show like Grim does for GTS? Well, if I were to do... Here's the thing. I don't have to go back into wrestling to do my own wrestling company, but the thing is, I don't think I'm going back into wrestling. I tried getting back into it earlier this year, but my mind just wasn't into it. I was getting back in shape. I was working out. I was ready for it, but my mind's like, I don't know if I want to do this. So the moment I had self-doubt, I just stopped. That's the thing. Just didn't have interest. I would consider creating my own wrestling show. I just don't think I'll wrestle. But I don't know if I'm going to do that, though. Twisted Mindless Matthew says, did you have any regrets on your way to 100K? Many. Each as unlikely as the next. But I've had a lot of regrets. Everybody has regrets in life. My main regret is anytime things don't go my way, I outburst like a fucking kid. But the problem with that is because I have autism. I apologize for that. 22. Sock Monkey Mike says, you said no holds barred questions. Yes, I did. Okay then, if you insist. In your own opinion, what has made sending wrestling pay-per-views or shows a passion of yours? It became a passion of mine because I got the ability to act and play a character, and at the same time I got to talk about wrestling, and at the same time I just got to see like how much fun the fans were having. So that's why it became a passion of mine. Holiday gaming and stuff. Favorite music genre? I like classic rock and heavy metal. That stuff. My favorite. I'll talk about my favorite bands later because I actually have a question about that later. Finn Balor. Obviously not the real Finn Balor. Hashtag Ask Maracle 100K. Are you doing collab with What Culture or Cultaholic? I may do collabs with What Culture or Cultaholic, or maybe even both. Hopefully sometime next year. Anything is possible. All right. Jason Luna says, on average, how long is the process of making a sin video between the filming, editing, and releasing? And may explain which part is the hardest. Thanks. First of all, you're welcome. Second, the process, I go through a couple of days of combing through the event, each match, each segment, finding the sins to it, Sometimes I have to go back a few times just to make sure that's correct. Sometimes I still miss it though. The editing process, the film process, I'm actually recording myself, like recording an audio clip of myself reciting the lines. The editing process takes another couple of days. And the releasing, lately these days, I've come to have release dates for these type of things. That way people know when it's coming. The hardest part is finding the sins. And the other hardest part is keeping a consistent basis because sometimes other things in my life just gets in the way. Kingslayer316 says, Christian, what is your favorite pay-per-view? My favorite pay-per-view is the Royal Rumble. Jordan Reeves, can you do a special video after that Q&A? Well, I'm doing a special video now. This is the special video. After this, we're going back to our usual schedule. But we'll see what else happens. Private Keo, if you had a chance, who would you wrestle on GTS roster just for one time, besides Grim, of course? He's retired now, but Kamikaze. Or maybe Pete Corvus. Or probably James Ellsworth. I don't know. I just don't know if I'm going to be wrestling, though. That's the thing. David Macias, did I say that right? I'm sorry. Are you going to answer every single question with the absolute true and zero shame? Yes. That small boy. That small boy, sorry. That small boy, that's what it is. How do you feel about the YouTube situations lately? I don't know. Sometimes it's frustrating because the advertising for everything thing, that was a big thing back in 2017. That was frustrating. The latest stuff, I don't know what to think about it, but I ain't gonna give up hope ever. I'm just gonna keep going my usual business and let them take care of each other's work. To Andre Williams, how is your sex life? Quoting The Room, huh? I bet you wouldn't think I was gonna get that reference, but I understood that reference. I liked The Room. It was like the best, worst movie ever created. Anyway, how was your sex life? I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. God, that was so bad. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. God, that movie was so bad. But that's just so cool. It's still a cult hit. It still plays in theaters. But if you're serious, how's my sex life? None of your fucking business. Bunner Kent says, should John Cena surpass Ric Flair by winning 17th World Championship? At this point, I don't think it really matters if John Cena surpasses Ric Flair's 16-time. People call it a record. I don't really give a crap if it's a record or not. But I really don't care if John Cena surpasses it because I don't see what the big deal is anymore. I really don't. Austin Appel says, if you had unlimited money but only a week to live and nothing can prevent you from dying, what would you do? Unlimited money, only a week to live. I donate it to those who actually need it. Because think about it. Most people say if I had unlimited money for a week and I only had a week to live and nothing can prevent me from dying, people think, oh, I would buy this, I would buy that. But the problem for me is, like, I would buy it for myself or something, and then I'd die. Then what would happen to it? I'd rather just give the money to people who actually need it. The homeless. The hungry. Cancer societies. Because honestly, if I knew I was going to die in a week with unlimited money, I'd just give it to my next of kin. If I knew I was going to die, I don't need the money. I don't need it. Use it for people who can actually use it for the best reasons. So that's what I would do if I had unlimited money and I knew I was going to die in a week. That's what I would do. All right. My Finest 718. Do you plan on doing movie-based podcasts in the future with the Losers Lounge? I'll talk with the Losers Lounge about that. But as of right now, I don't know. We've talked about doing reviews for movies, but most people tune in for us because of wrestling. We're wrestling losers. But I can't say never. Anything is possible. Gakuza YT says, favorite horror movie. My favorite horror movie recently is Hereditary. It was one of the most freakiest movies I've ever seen. Hardly any jump scares, but it was the acting and the disturbing images about it that made it so fucking good. That's why I'm saying that's my favorite horror film ever now. AC Gamer 754, how were you introduced to WWE? Did someone show you the show, or did you just stumble upon it? I kind of stumbled upon it. That's what happens when you're 3 years old in 1999. You stumble upon it, your cousins, when you're being babysat. Armageddon 1999 was playing. From that moment on, I was hooked, even as a 3-year-old. Which reminds me, 2019 marks me being a fan of wrestling for 20 years. 20 years, a fan of wrestling. CJ3 says, is there any way I can get your band's old music? Unfortunately, no. We didn't sell or release any of our music. However, we are thinking about reforming, and if we do, we'll definitely do it. We'll definitely release it. Zeus 2K5, favorite WWE moment. My favorite WWE moment ever? Probably the moment Jeff Hardy won the WWE Championship in 2008. 10 years ago? Oh my god! I was there. And when I saw it, I was bawling my eyes out because Jeff Hardy was my childhood hero. And I was just crying when it happened. It was awesome. Benjamin Steele, what are some tips on coping with depression and anxiety? In no way trying to be rude. You've mentioned your struggle in past videos, and I struggle a lot with this, and it's putting a ton of stress on my young marriage. Hope I can make it to the video. Well, for one thing, you made it to the video, Benjamin Steele. Dealing with depression and anxiety, it depends on what's making you depressed and what's making you anxious. Are you worried? Are you afraid? Do you have a lot of stuff on your plate? Whether it's if you have kids, that can be a tough thing. If you have work, and you also mentioned young marriage. If your marriage is that young, I want to say first of all, congrats on the marriage. But since you're married, I really suggest that you actually get help with your wife. And here's the thing: when you're married to somebody, it's about dealing with things together. Because you're a team. Remember that. You're not going to be alone. Talk to family. Talk to a therapist if you need to. Talk to friends. But make a list. Make a list of pros and cons about some things. Make a schedule. And try your best to keep working on the schedule. And yes, my struggle with depression continues, but I'll be okay, guys. I'm always okay. I got you guys. Number 40, gaming with the Moes. I don't know, sorry. How far do you want to go with your channel, and what is your highest goal / dream, or do you have another profession? How far do I want to go with my channel? As far as I can make it go. What's my highest goal / dream? My highest goal / dream is to be a musician. Or a professional wrestler. That's my stuff. Or do you have another profession? That pretty much was my profession. Hassan Khan. If Over the Edge never happened, do you think Owen could have become greatest pro wrestler of all time, especially ahead of his own brother, Bret the Hitman Hart? All I can say about that is we may never know what could have happened. So, that's pretty much it. E.T. Gaming. Hashtag Ask Maracle 100K. Have you ever said the N-word? If so, why? First of all, no. That's my N-word to you. No. I've not said that N-word. I'm not ever gonna say that N-word. Alright. Thank God I don't have to answer why, because that was the if so. Don't worry, never once uttering that word out of my mouth. You got my word. Greatest one says, do you have a girlfriend? Tanen Bugner says, what is the greatest moment in your YouTube career and why? My greatest moment is basically what I'm doing right now, is entertaining people. My greatest moment is entertaining people. Enough said. Why? Because it just makes me feel happy knowing that people are being happy. 3 Single and Co. How's your day? My day is very good because I'm celebrating 100,000 subscribers. Thanks to you guys. Hector Rojas says, which Raw and SmackDown opening intro theme is your favorite one of all time? I don't know about Raw, but for SmackDown, I like Let It Roll. That was a great song. ATB Prod says, what do you think of a Raw vs. SmackDown vs. NXT theme Survivor Series event compromised entirely with triple threat matches? That wouldn't be too bad. That could actually work. WWE Champ vs. Universal Champ vs. NXT Champ. Intercontinental Champ vs. US Champ vs. North American Champ. Raw Tag Champs vs. SmackDown Tag Champs vs. NXT Tag Champs. Raw Women's Champ vs. SmackDown Women's Champ vs. NXT Women's Champ. Now that you think about it, that could actually work. That could actually work if they ever did that. That'd be awesome. And I assume the Survivor Series matches would be 5-on-5-on-5? Is that how it would go? Probably. Team Raw versus Team SmackDown versus Team NXT. Now that I think about it, I would actually like that. That'd be cool. That'd be awesome. That would be an epic crossover. I guarantee it'd probably sell a lot of tickets, too. Alright. Chris Danger says, what's your favorite pay-per-view to send and what's 2+2? Oh, no. First of all, my favorite pay-per-view to send is any Royal Rumble event. I admit that one. 2+2. Oh. That's been the bane of my existence ever since I first started doing Q&As back in 2016. I have tried for years and years, not knowing that 2 and everything, put 2 on that and 2 together like that would just never work to me, and I would just have... Oh my god. 4? It's 4! 2+2 is 4! Oh my god! After all these years, I finally did it! I finally guessed what 2+2 is! Woohoo! I finally did it! It took up to 100,000 subscribers for me to finally figure it out! Oh, it's celebration time on that now! Woohoo! Finally, I got it! Oh my god, that is awesome. That is awesome. Yes. Pain404 says, what is your favorite band that did the entrance song for a certain wrestler? Killswitch Engage is excluded from the criteria. Motorhead. For the game, King of Kings, and Evolution. Alright, Ahmed Faki. We're halfway through it. Number 50 says, where is your dad? He is in Vancouver. With my family. And I really enjoyed spending time with them. And I can't wait to go back there one day. Isaac Dozier says, who are the 5 best wrestlers in NXT? Of all time, I would say Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Neville, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Aleister Black. There we go. Legends Nest, what gave you the idea of Hunterbane? The idea that everybody has a dark side of their soul. Like, see, you see a light half, and then you see a shadow half. Light, dark, optimism, pessimism, happiness, sadness, hopefulness, and don't forget anger. Everybody has it, because you know those who have anger issues feel like as if they're being controlled by something else entirely. It can happen. So that's why I came up with the idea of Hunterbane. It's like a twin. Kid Handsome 64 says, do you watch anime? Aside from Yu-Gi-Oh, no. Sorry. Comrade Rabbi says, favorite character from Star Wars. My favorite character is Han Solo. But you. King Lex says, are you happy? I'm very happy. How are you? Are you happy? I really hope you're happy. Because I like making people happy. That's just what I'm all about. The Hype Kid says, can you give me a shout out? Shout out to the Hype Kid. Shout out to the Hype Kid, everyone. There you go. Cow goes quack. Cow goes quack. That is fucking hilarious. Did you expect to be this famous, Christian? Okay, if I'm being honest, I don't consider myself famous. I don't really consider myself famous. But if you guys think I am, that's okay. But no, I did not think I ever would be. Multirock888, what was your wrestling career like? We want to know more about it. Unfortunately, there's just not much to tell. I mean, wrestled a few wrestling matches at friends' house, backyards, and at a few shows, but that's it. I never did anything. I never won a title. Never did anything big. Never recorded any of my matches because I couldn't afford freaking camera equipment at the time. So, I just wish there was a lot to tell, but there's sadly not. And I'm very sorry. Super X Gamer says, how can you tell that you're Canadian? Probably my birth certificate can tell me that I'm Canadian. Carlos Luez says, will you do more WWE Studio Sins? Yes, I have plans to do more of that in 2019. Happy Scary Dean says, honestly, do you actually give a shit about Hulu? Paraphrasing the former major catchphrase, who gives a shit about Hulu? I don't actually have a problem with Hulu. If it helps people watch TV shows and everything and keep up with things, all the power to them. But I don't have a problem with anything. Excuse me. I don't have any problem with Hulu at all. The Jamaican Sensation says, Christian, my question is, what do you think you will do for your 1 million subscriber special? Well, for one thing, I don't think I'm ever going to hit 1 million subscribers. Then again, I never thought I would hit 100,000 either, but I have 900,000 more to go. So maybe I'll answer that when I know at that point. Keith Strike says, will you return to wrestling or your band first? Well, I've already tried to go back into wrestling earlier this year. My mind just wasn't into it. Whenever I have the chance to get back into music, I will definitely consider that. But hopefully my mind won't be in for that, because if it's not, then I'm fucked. Q-Dog in the house. Spider-Man PS4 or Fortnite? Fortnite is shit. I hate Fortnite. That's all I'm going to tell you guys. So, Spider-Man. Besides, I've yet to play the new Spider-Man video game, and I want to, so I may do that sometime. Okay, this is a weird question. The J Lion said, are you gay, and does your family know you're gay? Okay, so you're asking me if I'm gay, and you're wondering if my family knows I'm gay. So, do you think I'm gay, or do you already know I'm gay, or do you want to assume that I'm gay? But, okay, I'm mind-boggled. Okay, I'm afraid the answer to both your questions is no. No, I'm not gay. And no, my family doesn't think or know that I'm gay because I'm not gay. But even if I was, they'd support me. I know my family. But I'm not, so I'm not gay. Sorry to disappoint you. Soviet Sarkar, according to you, who should be the next Iron Man after Tony Stark? I heard rumors about Harley Keener being the next Iron Man after Tony Stark. Played by my good friend Ty Simpkins. It's been a while, man. We should hang out sometime soon. I don't know, but in my opinion, there is no Iron Man other than Tony Stark. But if there is another one, like there actually has been, but it's okay if there is another one. But Tony Stark is Iron Man in my view. Sorry. 21, would you consider sinning your sins episodes? 3 emoji laughing faces. I don't think I will ever sin my own videos, sorry. Because that'd just be like Sinception or something. Arvinder Kaur, Did you ever play a Nintendo game? Yes, back when I was a kid, I used to play this game. It's called Star Fox. People who are fans of Nintendo probably know what Star Fox is. Used to play that a lot. Muhammad Aziz Hamrouni, what is your origin story? I told my origin story of YouTube earlier, but if you're referring to my early life before I even went on the internet, it's a good question for another time. One day I'll tell you my story. Killer Anime says, will you do a silver play button opening? I don't know exactly when I'm going to get a silver play button since I just hit 100K. I don't know exactly when I'm going to get it, but whenever I do, maybe. Who knows? Probably. We'll see. We'll see what to do. I don't even know what to do with it, honestly, if I get it. But you know what? It's okay. If I get it, I'll consider doing an unboxing for it. Professor Winterbottom. Professor Winterbottom. That's funny. What's your favorite Onlap song? My favorite Onlap song is Motivation. It was released earlier this year. I used it a few times on my intro and for the montage of the Philadelphia vacation. That's my favorite Onlap song. Onlap song is Motivation. I also like The Awakening. Ronaldo John, you have died and you're somewhere in heaven. When you look down, what would you want people to say about your life and who you were as a person? Well, if I'm being perfectly honest, if I die and I go up there, I wouldn't really care what people said about me because I'm proud of me. That's what's important. I don't care about the negative stuff. All I know is that I'm proud of myself, and I have every reason to be proud of myself. CR7 the Gunner says, do you still play the drums? If so, are you in a band? I used to be in the band Behold the Shadows. I mentioned that before. Do I still play the drums? Occasionally, yeah. I play the drums. Yep. Yep, not kidding. My drum set is literally right beside me. One day I might consider dusting it off, playing drum covers for you guys one day. Probably on the Life of Maracle channel, because not a lot of people will be interested on that, that stuff. Alright. Omega Gaming, why is Gamora? I don't know. Why is Gamora? Ask Drax. Oh, wait. Too soon? I don't think anybody's ever going to know why is Gamora. I guess we gotta wait till Avengers 4. Kakper Gluski, sorry. Do you like pizza? I love pizza. Now I'm getting hungry. I want to eat pizza. With pineapple! I like pineapple on pizza. So all haters of that, come at me. If you don't like pineapple on pizza, that's fine. But leave everybody the fuck alone about that. Like, seriously. If you don't like it, get over yourself. Because stop trying to change other people's opinions about it. If people like it, they like it. Get over it. Sorry. Xkoza or Kaza says, when will you go one-on-one versus Grim? I don't think I'm going to have a wrestling match with him, but I could go one-on-one with him in another way. So, who knows what could happen. Jesus Basa says, are you going to send a lot of requested events? I do that all the time. People request an event, I put in consideration, and then if I find a place on my schedule, I add it in. Alaho Rubenstein says, what do you think about AJ Reign as champion? Do you want him to pass CM Punk's title reign of 434 days? I don't give a fuck if AJ surpasses CM Punk's title reign because you can't take away the fact that CM Punk had a long and impressive reign. You can surpass it all you want. You can have like 5, 10, 15, maybe 50 champions surpass his title reign. I still wouldn't care because even CM Punk had a long reign. And AJ being champion for a year now, I'm actually surprised he did. I think he should drop the title soon, though. We'll see what happens. Declan Stamp says, hashtag Ask Miracle 100K. Have you been to Australia? If not, do you want to go? Or where do you want to go? I've not been to Australia, but yes, I'd like to come to Australia one day. Because it looks like a wonderful place. And I've always wanted to travel continents. Never had the chance to do it just because I can't afford it. That's the sad part. MDG Studios, what is your favorite cereal? My favorite cereal, I like Rice Krispies. I like Fruit Loops. I don't like Fruity Pebbles, so don't give me that. And Bootios was okay. But my favorite is probably Cheerios. Alright. Super Carter Jake, what is one thing you wish to do that you haven't yet? There's so much stuff in life that I want to do that I haven't been able to yet. There's just too many to list. But one thing is like go on tour with my metal band, Behold the Shadows, if we ever reform. Jonas WWE Fan 05, name 5 best tag teams ever. Hardy Boys, Generation X, the Brothers of Destruction, Dudley Boys, and I'll just say Edge and Christian. Boom. 5 teams. There you go. Cody Wambold, hashtag Ash Miracle 100K. What would be your top 5 favorite wrestling pay-per-views of all time, whether strictly WWE pay-per-views or any other promotions? Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, Survivor Series, SummerSlam, and Armageddon. There you guys go. Lalo 2K19, what was your favorite face/heel turn of 2018? My favorite heel turn was Becky Lynch. Face turn? Nah, I didn't really pay attention, sorry. Oscar Talks Wrestling. Hey Christian, I got 2 questions. Do you think the Shield run from 2017 to 2018 was a flop? And will you send Solo a Star Wars story? First question, yes, it was a flop. 2, Solo Star Wars story. I don't think I'm going to send that, sorry. I think CinemaSins will do that. Rag I've seen, hashtag Ask Miracle 100K, your all-time favorite stable and wrestler. All-time favorite stable is the 4 Horsemen. My all-time favorite wrestler is The Undertaker. E. Reaper says, Raw or SmackDown? Depends on who's on it. For now, I'll say Raw. If we're talking about Survivor Series, I'm on Team Raw. Daniel Pimpao. Pimpao? What was your feeling when Roman Reigns said that he had leukemia for 11 years? I cried. You can literally see a video of me doing that because it's just, cancer is a really serious thing that I don't like talking about because I have had bad experiences of family members who died because of it. Assad's Potato Life. Assad's Potato Life, I like it. Do you like Marvel more or DC? I don't like DC at all. I like Marvel. I'm a Marvel guy. Arayaman Pragya. Who is Venom? We are Venom. Or, why is Venom? 10 more questions left. John Peter, what was the WWE event you went that you liked the most? Either my first WrestleMania, even if it sucked, or the Royal Rumble I went with my brother Josh earlier this year. Typhlosion Tube, who really is Byron Saxton? I'm sorry, is that a question everybody keeps asking these days? Because I've seen that question more than once. I don't know, I'm probably just not paying attention. Byron Saxton's a commentator. That's all I can say. Gets on my nerves. Srikanth R2, Q&A. What is your height, Christian? Also love your channel. Thanks for loving the channel. My height is 6 foot. I'm 6 feet tall. Blasta231, who's your favorite professional wrestler to never win a world title? There's not a lot of decisions here. Favorite to never won a world title. Oh my god. I actually have no words on that one. Got no words. Nermal Cena. What is your favorite video game? My favorite video game is the Tomb Raider franchise. Green. We all know you love Killswitch Engage, but are they your favorite band? If so, what's your favorite Killswitch song? If not, who's your favorite band and favorite song by that band? Well, I like Killswitch Engage. They're not my favorite band of all time. But my favorite song from them is Always. My favorite band, on the other hand, is Slayer. And my favorite song by them is Raining Blood. There you guys go. Scooter Boy 2K18 Live, your favorite year for wrestling. Hashtag Maracle 100K. I don't know, there was a lot of them. 2002 was great, 2003, 4, 2001, 2005, 6. I will say one thing, my favorite year for YouTube was 2016 because that was an epic year for me. The Raven 200, out of everything you've ever done on this channel, what is your proudest accomplishment? My proudest accomplishment is you, all of you guys. Because of what I did, I was able to get 100,000 subscribers, 100,000 people who care about me. Samaya Kamal, who inspired you to become a YouTuber? My creativity inspired me to become a YouTuber. There you guys go. And last question, number 100. And this is the most important question, that's why I saved it for last. Pablo007 says, what milestone are you going for after 100K subscribers? In other words, what's next? What's next? I don't know. That's the best part. I don't know what's next. We're going to have to wait and see. And I'm super excited to find out what. And that's it. Folks, that was the end of the Q&A. And this is the end of the 100K celebration video that was going on for over 2 damn hours. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I wonder, did anybody actually... I want to know in the comment section. I want to know so my live self is watching this. Did anybody actually stay here for the full length of this video? Because I know some people probably zoned off a little bit because I spent 50 minutes talking about my story. I spent 30 minutes doing a shout-out list, and I just spent nearly another hour doing a Q&A. So, did anybody actually stay throughout this whole thing? That's the big question. But I will say, if you did, thank you very much. Even if you didn't, and even if you're just tuning in right now, sorry, but the video is over. But you can rewatch it, because this is just a premiere. And you, after the premiere's over, you can watch it anytime you want. You can skip through it all you want. See what the best parts were. And I want to say once again, guys, thank you very much. Thank you very much. We have hit 100,000 subscribers. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of all of you. And I know you guys are so proud of me too. You guys really are the best fans in the world. My optimistic empire. 100,000 plus. I'm going to try not to cry here because I'm just so fucking happy. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. This is it. Maracle for 100K is now Maracle at 100K. So what's next? Time for more Sin videos. Time for more podcast episodes. Time to keep going. And it's time to sin the living fuck out of Crown Jewel. Who's ready for some fun? Because I'm ready. See you guys in the next video. Thank you all.